NBC's Jesse Kirsch is at the Superdome with more on this angle. Also with us, NBC sports reporter Rohan Nadkarni. Jesse, despite suggesting the Super Bowl should be further delayed, I should say the Sugar Bowl should be further delayed, Louisiana's AG did add that she does believe the event will be safe. What changes have been made since yesterday?
Yeah, so Anna, what I can tell you is you see these barricades across the street right outside of the Super Bowl behind me. The number of them has expanded since yesterday morning. So we have noticed that they have expanded the hardened barrier directly outside of the stadium. We're looking to see if there are any other security measures that are added. You can imagine there are probably some things that they don't want us to know exist, so that someone who might try to take advantage of that is not aware of that situation. There's also a press conference upcoming, so we are hoping to get some more clarity on what that safety plan is from officials. The superintendent of police here says that they're going to have bomb dogs out here. And also this morning, police further updated to tell us that they are now planning to have as many, if not more, law enforcement officers out here today for this game as was planned for the Super Bowl. So I think that also brings up a question of if the security situation for the Super Bowl is going to expand even further beyond what that footprint was supposed to be. So those are also some of the questions we have, in addition to, of course, all of the investigative questions as they relate to any potential nexus between this event and others, motive, and so on, as we continue to learn more about the people who were injured and the at least 15 people whose lives were cut short. So all of this is happening as we expect Bourbon Street to open today. A lot of moving parts here right now, and again, this is just over 24 hours after this attack happened, and with so many questions outstanding about the security failures on Bourbon Street on New Year's Day morning, certainly raises questions about what they're able to do here and what gives them confidence about this being a safe enough environment. And to your point about 70,000 plus possible people coming here today, we know there are at least some people who told us they don't feel safe anymore and they're going to watch this on TV instead. Anna.
Okay, and we know that there will be a press conference expected at the top of the hour from officials. Hopefully we'll learn more information about those security measures and where this investigation stands. Rohan, this is the first time since Hurricane Katrina that we've seen this bowl, the Sugar Bowl, postponed. And we know of at least one Georgia student who was critically injured in this attack. What impact is this having on the sports world, players, and the fans?
Yeah, to Jesse's point about the fans, I've spoken to fans who were supposed to attend the game yesterday who are at the airport right now. I know a lot of Notre Dame and Georgia fans are leaving. I think you can expect, to Jesse's point, New Orleans is going to host the Super Bowl in February, early February. I think you can expect to see a heavily increased security presence at the Super Bowl in New Orleans. There's at least 3 more college football games. Playoff football games that are supposed to happen. I think you can expect to see an increased security presence there, and frankly, maybe some unease from fans about attending. You know, unfortunately, these acts of domestic terrorism, whether they are shootings or what have you, are these things happen in America. They haven't really touched the sports world quite in this manner just yet. And I do think you're starting to see some unease from people about attending these big events. You know, New Orleans has hosted the Super Bowl since 1935 every year. This is a big event, a big game town. The Super Bowl is here. The Sugar Bowl is here every year. They have hosted NCAA tournament basketball games. This is a very big event city. So I definitely think there's unease from people now about kind of this being attached to a sporting event. Again, we don't know that the Sugar Bowl necessarily was maybe one of the motivating factors in this incident, but I would not be surprised to see a heavily increased kind of security presence at the Super Bowl in New Orleans just over a month away now.